KG9 consumer reporter John Matarese warns why your olive oil may not be what it claims to be, so you don't waste your money.
Olive oil has long been hailed as one of the healthiest ingredients on earth, a golden liquid packed with antioxidants, heart-healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory compounds. It's the cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet and praised by doctors, chefs, and nutritionists alike. But here's the shocking truth. Most of the olive oil sitting on grocery store shelves isn't what you think it is. In recent years, multiple studies and investigations have revealed that a huge percentage of extra virgin olive oil sold globally is either fake, diluted, or rancid. Many well-known brands have been caught mixing real olive oil with cheaper oils like soybean, sunflower, or canola, and then labeling it as pure, premium, extra virgin. Some even add artificial coloring and flavoring to mimic the rich aroma of real olive oil. What you end up with is not the healthy superfood you paid for, but a counterfeit blend that can actually harm your health, increasing inflammation, oxidation, and even exposure to potential contaminants. In this video, we'll expose the top olive oil brands you must avoid at all costs, break down the truth behind their deceptive marketing, and show you a few authentic, truly cold-pressed options you can trust. Get ready. This one might change the way you shop forever. 1. Bertolli Extra Virgin Olive Oil, the icon that betrayed its legacy. For decades, Bertolli has been one of the most recognizable names in the olive oil industry. With its Italian heritage, elegant packaging, and claims of extra virgin purity, millions of households around the world have trusted Bertolli to bring authenticity and Mediterranean flavor into their kitchens. But behind that beautiful green bottle lies one of the most controversial stories in modern food history. Bertolli has repeatedly been accused of selling fake or adulterated olive oil, and it's not just rumors. In 2010, a University of California Davis study tested dozens of extra virgin olive oils from major brands and found that Bertolli failed authenticity tests multiple times. The oils were either mixed with cheaper refined oils, oxidized, or failed to meet the chemical and sensory standards required for true extra virgin olive oil. The issue goes deeper than just quality. Bertolli's parent companies have faced multiple lawsuits and investigations for misleading consumers. One major class action lawsuit accused the brand of marketing non-extra virgin olive oil as extra virgin and misrepresenting its origin. Many bottles sold in the US were labeled imported from Italy, but in reality, much of the oil came from Spain, Greece, and North Africa, where it was blended and bottled in Italy, a sneaky loophole that made the product sound authentic while hiding its true source. Even more alarming, Bertolli's olive oil has often been found to be poorly stored and exposed to high heat, which destroys the antioxidants and delicate flavor compounds that make olive oil healthy. Some independent lab results showed that the oil had already gone rancid before even hitting store shelves, meaning customers were paying premium prices for a product that had lost all of its nutritional benefits. The scandal damaged Bertolli's reputation so severely that the company announced reforms, including traceability systems and quality improvements. However, many experts remain skeptical. Reports as recent as the late 2000s suggest inconsistencies between batches, with some still failing purity tests. What makes this situation so disappointing is that Bertolli was once seen as the gold standard of olive oil. Today, it's a cautionary tale about how corporate shortcuts, mass production, and profit-driven marketing can destroy a brand's credibility. Bottom line, despite its legacy and global popularity, Bertolli extra virgin olive oil cannot be trusted to deliver true, cold-pressed olive oil. If you care about authenticity, freshness, and your health, leave this one on the shelf. It's a relic of reputation, not quality. 2. Filippo Berio Olive Oil, the Italian brand that isn't what it seems. Few olive oil brands look as authentic as Filippo Berio. The elegant glass bottle, the rustic Italian name, and that golden green liquid shimmering through the label all scream quality. But despite its image, this so-called Italian olive oil has been at the center of major purity scandals, lawsuits, and consumer backlash for years. The biggest problem with Filippo Berio is that it has consistently failed to live up to its extra virgin promise. In multiple independent lab tests and in the University of California Davis study, Filippo Berio's extra virgin olive oil was found to fall short of extra virgin standards. Some samples were oxidized, blended with cheaper refined oils, and lacked the distinct flavor and chemical markers that define real extra virgin olive oil. To make matters worse, in 2014, Filippo Berio's parent company was sued in a high-profile class action lawsuit. Consumers accused the brand of false advertising, specifically for labeling its oil as imported from Italy, when, In reality, most of the olives weren't Italian at all. The oil was imported in bulk from other countries like Spain, Greece, and Tunisia, then simply bottled and labeled in Italy to create the illusion of authenticity. The lawsuit resulted in a settlement and a mandate to revise the brand's labeling, but the damage to consumer trust was already done. Even after that, quality concerns persisted. Experts have pointed out that Filippo Berio's large-scale production model makes it nearly impossible to guarantee the cold-pressed freshness required for true extra virgin olive oil. The oil often sits in warehouses and transport containers for months, exposed to light, heat, and air, which degrade its nutritional value long before it reaches your kitchen. Beyond authenticity, the brand's chemical composition is another red flag. Studies found high levels of free fatty acids and peroxide, indicators that the oil was either poorly stored or blended with lower-grade oils. When olive oil loses its natural polyphenols and antioxidants, it stops offering the heart-healthy and anti-inflammatory benefits it's known for, turning into just another processed fat. What makes Filippo Berio especially deceptive is its marketing finesse. With labels emphasizing tradition since 1867 and first cold-pressed, the brand banks on nostalgia and trust to overshadow its history of questionable practices. Unfortunately, these words are more branding than truth. 3. Carapelli Olive Oil. The luxury brand with a history of scandal, Carapelli markets itself as one of the most luxurious olive oil brands in the world, a premium Italian name that promises craftsmanship, elegance, and authenticity. The bottle looks fancy, the branding feels refined, and the words extra virgin are printed proudly across the label. But despite the high-end image, Carapelli has one of the most notorious reputations in the olive oil industry, with a history riddled with fraud, mislabeling, and quality scandals that should make any health-conscious consumer think twice. The first major red flag came from the University of California, Davis Olive Center's 2010 study, which tested dozens of top-selling olive oils. Yet Carapelli's products are often shipped in clear bottles, offering little to no UV protection. Experts have found that by the time it reaches store shelves, much of the oil has oxidized, losing flavor, aroma, and health benefits. Essentially, you're paying for luxury olive oil that's already past its prime. Adding to the controversy, Carapelli's marketing heavily emphasizes first cold pressing and Tuscan tradition. However, consumer watchdog groups discovered that much of their oil wasn't even pressed in Italy, only bottled there. This clever labeling loophole allows companies to use the "Product of Italy" tagline, even when the olives come from completely different regions. Despite multiple public relations efforts to repair its image, Carapelli continues to face criticism from food industry experts who question its commitment to quality control. 4. Colavita Extra Virgin Olive Oil, a family-owned brand that lost its authentic edge. Colavita built its reputation on being a proud, family-owned Italian brand, a household name that promised genuine Mediterranean flavor and purity in every drop. For decades, many trusted Colavita as the real deal, especially because it was one of the few olive oils that carried that unmistakable "Product of Italy" label. But behind this wholesome image, Colavita's extra virgin olive oil has faced multiple controversies and quality concerns, leaving consumers to wonder whether the name still lives up to its promise. The trouble began when independent testing and consumer watchdogs started examining the purity of imported olive oils. In the famous UC Davis Olive Center study, Colavita's extra virgin olive oil failed several of the sensory and chemical tests required to be considered truly extra virgin. The oil's fatty acid composition suggested it had either been blended with cheaper, refined oils, or had degraded from poor storage conditions. Instead of the bright, grassy notes typical of authentic extra virgin olive oil, many tasters found it flat, musty, or stale. Clear signs of oxidation. Then came the lawsuits. In 2014, Colavita was one of several major brands named in a class action lawsuit in California, accused of misleading consumers about the true origin and purity of its olive oil. The claim that Colavita labeled its oils as 100% Italian, even though they were blends from olives grown in multiple countries, including Greece and Spain. Consumers who believed they were buying premium Italian olive oil were, in reality, purchasing a global mix, bottled and branded under an Italian name. Even though Colavita has attempted to clean up its image with certifications and newer labeling standards, its past issues with authenticity and freshness continue to haunt it. Many health experts now categorize it as a mid-tier product good for cooking, but not ideal if you're looking for raw, cold-pressed nutritional quality. 5. Pompeian Olive Oil. imported from Italy, or just clever marketing? At first glance, Pompeian olive oil looks like a trusted name. It's been around for over a century, it's widely available in grocery stores, and it proudly boasts labels like first cold pressed and imported. But once you dig a little deeper, you'll realize Pompeian is yet another example of a brand that sells more hype than true authenticity. The issue with Pompeian starts with its ambiguous labeling and sourcing. Despite the Italian-sounding name and vintage branding, Pompeian is not an Italian company at all. It's based in the United States and imports oil from a mix of countries including Spain, Greece, Tunisia, and Argentina. This in itself isn't a crime, but the problem lies in the lack of transparency about where exactly the olives are grown and when they're harvested. The label often misleads consumers into believing they're buying high-quality Italian extra virgin olive oil, when in reality, they're getting a blend of oils from multiple origins, which are refined and standardized to maintain a consistent flavor at the expense of true quality. In 2015, independent testing and consumer reports revealed that Pompeian's extra virgin olive oil failed to meet international standards for extra virgin quality. In blind taste tests, many samples showed signs of oxidation and rancidity, likely due to long storage periods and exposure to heat or light during shipping. Some bottles even exhibited characteristics of refined or deodorized oil, which means the oil had been treated to remove defects, a process that strips it of beneficial compounds like polyphenols, vitamin E, and antioxidants. Pompeian tries to regain consumer confidence by displaying the NAOOA, North American Olive Oil Association, seal, but this certification has been criticized for being too lenient, focusing on labeling compliance rather than purity or chemical integrity. So even though it looks reassuring, it doesn't guarantee that the oil inside meets the highest extra virgin standards. 6. Prima Donna olive oil. The budget extra virgin. That isn't so extra. If you've ever shopped at Aldi, chances are you've seen Prima Donna olive oil, a budget-friendly option that seems too good to be true. Labeled as extra virgin olive oil, and often marketed as cold-pressed and Mediterranean-sourced, it looks like a bargain hunter's dream. But when something this cheap claims to be authentic extra virgin olive oil, it usually comes at a price, and not the one you see on the shelf. Prima Donna olive oil has repeatedly been flagged in independent food quality tests for failing international standards for extra virgin olive oil. In several studies, including one conducted by the University of California, Davis Olive Center, Prima Donna didn't pass the key chemical and sensory benchmarks that define true extra virgin olive oil. Tasters described it as flat, stale, and greasy, lacking the peppery bite and rich aroma that authentic olive oil should have. What's even more concerning is that Prima Donna has been caught in European market inspections for failing to meet extra virgin labeling standards. Some bottles were found to be blends of refined oils rather than 100% extra virgin, despite what the label claimed. When cheaper seed or vegetable oils get mixed in, not only does it ruin the flavor, but it also introduces unhealthy trans fats and removes the antioxidants that make olive oil beneficial in the first place. The brand's packaging choice also adds to the problem. Like many low-cost olive oils, Prima Donna is typically bottled in clear glass or thin plastic, both of which allow light to degrade the oil over time. Without proper protection, even decent oil can turn rancid quickly. 7. Mazola olive oil. Mazola olive oil is a name that might sound familiar and trustworthy in your kitchen, but appearances can be deceiving. Marketed as a pure and natural olive oil option, Mazola has faced scrutiny from independent consumer reviews and ethical brand evaluations, raising serious questions about its authenticity and quality. While the brand promotes itself as a reliable cooking oil, many reports suggest that Mazola olive oil often fails to live up to the standards of genuine extra virgin olive oil. Taste testers and food experts have noted weak aroma and flavor, indicators that the oil may be diluted or blended with cheaper oils. This is a serious concern because authentic extra virgin olive oil should have a robust, rich aroma and complex flavor, along with a high concentration of beneficial compounds like antioxidants and polyphenols. Without these, you're essentially paying premium prices for a product that offers far fewer health benefits than advertised. The problem goes beyond flavor. Mazola has also been criticized for a lack of transparency regarding sourcing and production practices. But the good news is that genuine, high-quality olive oils do exist, and they can provide all the flavor, aroma, and health benefits you've been searching for. It's time to shift from risk to reassurance, from imitation to authenticity, and discover the olive oils that are safe, nutritious, and worth every drop. Healthy alternative. Number 1. Cobram Estate Extra Virgin Olive Oil. Cobram Estate Extra Virgin olive oil is widely regarded as one of the most trustworthy and high-quality olive oils available today. Sourced from carefully monitored groves in Australia, each bottle is produced from olives harvested at peak ripeness to ensure maximum flavor and nutritional value. What sets Cobram Estate apart is their rigorous commitment to quality control. Every batch undergoes independent laboratory testing for free acidity, polyphenol levels, and peroxide values, ensuring that the oil meets genuine extra virgin standards. This attention to detail guarantees that you are not only getting pure olive oil, but also one rich in antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. The flavor profile is vibrant and well-balanced, with fresh, grassy notes and a peppery finish that signals the presence of beneficial compounds. Cobram Estate also prioritizes sustainable farming practices, maintaining healthy soil, reducing water use, and protecting bee populations, making it a responsible choice for both your health and the environment. Using Cobram Estate Extra Virgin Olive Oil in salads, drizzling over vegetables, or finishing cooked dishes ensures that every meal benefits from the full spectrum of olive oil's natural goodness. For anyone looking to replace imitation or low-quality oils, Cobram Estate offers reliability, consistency, and a genuine taste of what olive oil should be. Healthy alternative. Number 2. Casas de Hualdo Extra Virgin Olive Oil. Casas de Hualdo Extra Virgin Olive Oil is a standout choice for anyone looking to enjoy the full benefits of authentic, high-quality olive oil. Sourced from the Toledo region of Spain, this oil is made from a carefully selected blend of Picual and Arbequina olives, harvested at the perfect stage of ripeness to capture maximum flavor, aroma, and nutritional value. What sets Casas de Hualdo apart is its meticulous production process. The olives are cold-pressed within hours of harvesting, ensuring that the oil retains its natural antioxidants, polyphenols, and heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. This attention to detail guarantees not only exceptional taste, but also a product that genuinely supports health and wellness. The flavor profile of Casas de Hualdo is rich and full-bodied, with a harmonious balance of fruity, bitter, and peppery notes that indicate the oil's freshness and high quality. Unlike mass-market olive oils that often mask low-quality ingredients with flavoring or blending, Casas de Hualdo delivers a transparent, honest taste that reflects the care and precision involved in its production. Each bottle offers more than just a cooking ingredient. It provides the true sensory experience of premium extra virgin olive oil, from the aroma to the lingering, robust finish on the palate. Health benefits are another reason this olive oil stands out. Rich in polyphenols, Casas de Hualdo helps combat inflammation, supports cardiovascular health, and promotes overall well-being. Unlike lower-quality oils that may be refined, blended, or heat-processed, this extra virgin olive oil preserves all of the natural compounds that make olive oil a superfood. Using it in salads, drizzling over vegetables, or adding it to cooked dishes means you are incorporating a genuinely nutritious ingredient into your meals. Casas de Hualdo also prioritizes sustainability and transparency. The brand ensures ethical farming practices, careful handling, and full traceability, giving consumers confidence that they are choosing a product that is good for both the body and the environment. For anyone tired of misleading labels or diluted oils, Casas de Hualdo is a safe, reliable, and healthful choice that proves how authentic olive oil should taste and perform. And that's a wrap on our guide to olive oil brands to avoid and the healthiest alternatives you can trust. Choosing the right olive oil isn't just about flavor. It's about protecting your health, enjoying genuine nutrients, and supporting ethical, sustainable practices. By selecting high-quality, verified extra virgin olive oils, you're ensuring every drop counts for both your body and your meals. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it and share it with friends and family who care about healthy eating. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative guides, tips, and product reviews that help you make smarter choices every day. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and remember, real olive oil is more than just a cooking ingredient. It's a superfood your body deserves. See you in the next video.